everyone, welcome to a new Dr. Vash video where we are playing Memento and Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel. This deck right here is actually a pretty competitive deck. It's not the best deck in the universe and it does kind of lose to Ash Blossom, Maxi. But what deck honestly doesn't lose to a good Ash Blossom or a good Maxi, am I right? So this deck's goal is sort of run like Unchained / Dinosaurs, where you just kind of destroy your own cards a lot and your goal is to get a big boy out pretty easily. But this deck has a very unique way of doing it and a very unique gameplay style where your goal is to destroy as many of your own cards as possible to get to your main engine. So how does this deck work outside of that? So we have 2 copies of Effect Veiler for the negate, then 1 copy of Mementolian Mate. So this deck runs all around this card right here, Mementolia Tekulika. Tekulika's is a 5,000 monster, level 11, who can be summoned by shuffling back 5 Memento monsters with different names for our hand or graveyard back into the deck / extra deck. And if we control another monsters, you can attack once each, and our opponent enters a monster phase with summon 1 Memento monster for our hand or graveyard. So this 5k monster is our entire goal, is we're trying to get 5 Memento monsters in the graveyard, and our cards circle around destroying themselves, summoning other things, and destroying our friends. So if you take a look at Mace's main effect is really during your main phase, destroy 1 Memento monster you control. If you do, add 1 Memento card from your deck to your hand. Very powerful effect, but most of the time you're just going to destroy itself to search out any card. Its other effect is during our opponent's main phase, if we control our 5k monster, we can discard it, target 1 monster your opponent controls, take control to the end phase, so it's just a form of interruption. I'm not good at getting it back in our hand. You have to like have a really cracked hand to do it, or just like having your hand naturally, which is pretty hard. We have 1 copy of Memento Goblin. Its main effect is if this card's in our hand, then we control our 5k monster, we can discard it and our opponent cannot target Memento monsters with card effect. And then during our main phase, we can destroy 1 Memento monster you control, send up to 2 Memento cards with different names from each other from the deck to the graveyard. We're always going to send Cranium Burst and whatever we need. We can add send Fusion or a monster if we need another monster. This card is really flexible, so we want to use this effect every game. Triple copies of Maxi, because of course. 2 copies of Mementolian Godic. So God's effect, if this card's into the graveyard, is you can special summon it, and if it's on summon, we can target 1 Memento card in our graveyard, add it to our hand. So we can grab any spell and trap card that we think we need, or we can recycle them for the next turn, or we can just get follow-up to carry on our combo. Then we have 3 copies of Ash Blossom, 3 copies of Ange Witch. So when this card is not a spell summon, we can add 1 Mementolian monster from our deck to our hand, which again, it can be anything, anyone we want. And then we can target 1 Memento monster Did Chansey disappear? We can target 1 Memento monster we control, destroy, spell summon 1 level 2 Memento we have. So we can just target, special, destroy, and it's one of our good guys right here. One of these guys are kind of busted, so it's good that we have a way to easily access them. Mementolian Darkblade. On summon, we can discard a card, destroy 1 spell or trap card opponent controls. And during our main phase, we can destroy 1 Memento monster we control, spell summon 1 level 3 or lower Memento monster from our deck. So it's pretty much, again, everyone over here. All 3 of these guys, we can just summon super easily. Normally, destroy him, Ange Wish, add a guy. It's the place just keeps going. Add a guy. The guy you're going to add is Mementolian. I'm not pronouncing this. Mementolian T. So when T is summoned, or if we control do not control any face-up monsters other than Memento monster, we special summon this card from our hand. During our main phase, you can destroy 1 Memento monster itself. Destroy it, and then send cards from our deck to the grave equal to the level. So 1 + 1 + 2 equals 4. So that'll be all the cards that we send. We send 3 cards essentially with this guy. If it was another level 1 or level 2, it would be, this card would be, if there was another level 1, this card would be busted. One Mementillion Horn Dragon. This card is iffy. If you have 3 or more Mementillion monsters, summon it. Then if this card is destroyed, you can destroy face-up cards on the field. Remember, up to 3. It's an Icarus attack when he dies. One copy of Nibiru, because you kind of have to nowadays. One copy of Tekula. You can run 2 if you want. I have to. I'll only run 1 though. One Reinforcements of the Army, because Darkblade is a warrior. One copy of Triple Tactics Talent. One copy of Memento Clan. So this is the field spell. If our Memento monster battle, your opponent can activate any spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step, and then if a card is destroyed, we can target one Memento monster with a lower level than the card destroyed. Special summon it from the hand or field. Honestly, the effect we really care about is once per turn during the end phase, target one Mementillion spell or trap card in your graveyard, set it. So we're going to set Cranium Burst. Cranium Burst effect is that we can, if our opponent activates, first of all, the card have a card in attack and they must attack. Like they have to go in the battle phase and attack. And then if our opponent activates a monster effect on the field, we can target one 5k Mementillion monster we control. It loses 1,000 attack and defense, and we can negate the activated effect. This essentially becomes like Ash Blossom, and since it's a continuous trap, it's just not really chainable. So, and then we have triple copies of Bone Party. Destroy one Memento monster in our hand or face of field. Take one Memento monster from our deck with a different name, add to our hand, or summon it. So if our opponent tries to Imperm or Effect Veiler, we can just destroy the card and replace, and the effect still goes off. We have 3 copies of Mementillion Fusion. If a card was destroyed, we can fuse with our graveyard, which is what we're going to do during our turn. During our opponent's turn, we're going to make Chimera. And then during our turn, during our main phase, we're going to banish it from the graveyard, destroy one monster we control, and then add one Memento spell or trap card from our deck to our hand, which is normally the field spell. This is one of our best searchers, but there's other ways. There's really only 2 ways to get the field spell: Fusion or Mace. We have triple copies of Impermanence, 1 copy of Fracture Dance. So Fracture Dance is okay. Goes up from time to time, but not Fracture. Yep. Yeah, okay, it is. Then attack is declared involving a Mementillion monster and opponent's monster. Banish it. All monsters your opponent controls lose 1,000 attack to the end of the turn. Those even the field with Cranium Burst. And since they are forced to attack, we can reverse OTK our opponent. And then we have Mud Dragon of the Swamp. For Super Poly target, because we run 2 copies of Super Poly. 1 copy of Garura, Super Poly target. 2 copies of Twin Dragon. You can run 3, but it's not really necessary. If this card is Fusion Summon, we can destroy 1 Memento monster from our hand or field, and add up to 2 Memento monsters from our deck. Or if the trap card's up and our card's too weak and we have the Fusion, we can just replace it with this guy, and then all of a sudden they must attack into a 28 monster. Then you have Predator Plains Dragos Stapelia, which is a Super Poly target. Guardian Chimera, which is pop 2 or 3, or pop 2 to 1 and draw 2 to 1 cards. Linkaribo for Link 1 if we are desperate. IP Masquerena, Dark, Sky Striker Ace Azalea. So this card's here for a spicy play that if we have less than 3 or less spells, we can destroy a card, and then our Tekulika can attack every card our opponent controls with 5k. Celine, just in case we have to do some fancy plays. Access Code and Underworld Goddess, just in case we can't get around anything. So that is the deck profile. Let's hop into some games. Oh, it might be running actual true Maldoches. We have Optimal. And this is still full combo. This is just the same effect that it has, but just rewarded a little bit differently. Okay, so that was our normal summon. Special. Oh no, my card got Ash. And this is full combo. Since the initial support, boy, was his deck. Yeah, the initial support, so in Master Duel, it came with almost all of its support minus the newest fusion. You missed the Crystal Beast deck showcase. You missed it. You missed it, brosep. Yep. And also, if you're curious, I think that this card is probably the card to Ash Blossom. Let's do this. Let's do you. Let's do it like this. I feel safe. You want to do a dumb play. Dumb, risky play. No need to overextend. Wow, let's do it like this. Always put this guy in attack position. Yeah, no, my fusion-based deck didn't fusion summon. He's probably going to kaiju me immediately, which is also why I'm not very like stressed out about this. So let's do this. If he ash this, I can negate it. If he doesn't ash this, I'm going to kill him next turn with piercing damage attacking multiple monsters. Oh, he's going for it. Oh, let's do it like this. This is for sure a Utopia deck. I can't negate that. Monster Reborn. What a savage. Except during the damage step. Let's ash this. I know which effect I'm ashing. And your turn is over, sir. Thank you. Thank you for participating. Yeah, I had to. So Utopia Double actually, his effect. Oh, cool. You have to attack into him. You can't activate. Let's see. One can activate and explode trap cards. I don't know why he didn't activate it, but who cares? This is game 3000. I don't know why he didn't activate Utopia's effect. Maybe he couldn't. I guess now you know. I practiced this deck too, which is why I made it that far into the combo. Holy smokes, this hand's kind of cracked. Super Poly and Ash Blossom, can't ask for more. I had a feeling that was Sword Soul. I don't know why, I just thought it was going to be Sword Soul. But sometimes they're just better. Sometimes they're just better. But if he doesn't summon the card that can negate stuff, I'll be fine. As long as he doesn't summon that card, we're good. We are cool. You have to synchro summon. Alright, we're going to super poly his board away. Okay. Start finish, target once. But you, oh, you do have a tuner. You do have a tuner. You go into a 7, but you do have a tuner. Let's just say no to that. Why did he burn it? Oh, I have to special summon a monster. I have to admit, this card right there is pretty bold. Let me just borrow your cards. Super polymerization! Back to your hand. Let's go you. How much damage is this? It is 5,100. So it's actually, we almost have game, but I do have to push my damage. And we're going to destroy you. And special summon or send you, you, and you. Only use each effect once per turn. And we already have enough. Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. $3,000, $5,000 game. Congrats. You just got super polyed. I'm gonna search. All right, so this is for sure Widow's Anchor, Widow's Anchor. Like, I don't have a doubt in my soul that is Widow's Anchor, Widow Anchor. And my soul is screaming, double Widow Anchor. I'm pretty sure I have to let this rock, right? Yeah, we don't even need this card to resolve. Ugh. Activate you. No. Alright, 3 face-up cards. I already have what I need, so I don't really care if you die. Turning onto my summon. Review. That's annoying, but I don't think you can do anything about it. Your turn. See if you do anything. Let's see if you can top deck like the god he is. Okay. Literally only... I don't know what he was doing. I have no clue what he was doing. Well, as you guys can see, this deck does has play. It requires a little bit of politic. You do need to understand this deck. It's not a pick up and go type of deck. You need to understand how each component works. But when you do, this deck works, it's pretty fun. So please like, comment, subscribe for more unique decks like this one. I have a lot of decks. I have like 80 decks, to be honest with you. And not all of them can see the light of day, unfortunately, because some of them get rotated out. I still haven't done any Horus decks, and I have like 4 Horus decks. So please subscribe for more unique decks. And thank you for all your support. You guys have a good one. Goodbye.